Okay, everyone. Welcome here at our masterclass at Demexco. It's good to be good at Demexco, and actually also good to be on stage again, even though it's quite bright, but okay. In the spotlight today. My name is Griselda, and I'm a senior partner manager at Pinterest. I'm responsible for considering clients activating on Pinterest. And actually, Jan is on the screen, but he's not here today, so you will have to listen to my lovely voice for almost 30 minutes. But the good thing is, there will be not only me on stage. I do have, two colleagues here from Die Kartenmacherei, Maria and Julia, who will introduce themselves in a bit. We work with them quite closely, and they have a great case study just released with us. And they will give some, let's say, real examples out of how they could activate Pinterest for Die Kartenmacherei. So, Julia, do you want to start and tell us a bit about you?
Yes. Hi, my name is Julia. I'm a senior performance marketing manager at Die Kartenmacherei. And together with my colleague Maria, I'm responsible for the channel Pinterest, among the other push marketing channels. And at Die Kartenmacherei, as an e-commerce company, we are selling stationery products, such as invitation cards for weddings or for birthdays, or personalized photo gifts, like photo calendars or photo books. So in other words, all the stationery products that are responsible for the big moments in the customers' lives. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here today on the stage and share some hopefully exciting insights with you.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Maria. I'm also a senior performance marketer at Kartenmacherei. I'm also really happy to be here. And yeah, in the last, I think it was like 2.5 years, we learned a lot with Pinterest. And yeah, we're really happy to share some insights. And yeah, we just published our case study with Pinterest. And yeah, that you have an idea, we got a 49% better ROAS than compared to other channels. So also the results of Pinterest are like really amazing for the performance marketer heart. Yeah.
Yes, I mean 49% higher ROAS compared to other platforms. I think that's pretty impressive, and everyone is keen to learn more about that. So yes, the next 30 minutes, 27, I can see that, we will talk about how you can build a path to purchase on Pinterest. I will tell you a bit about the why first, and then we will get into the hows. And I'm not dancing, that's just my click for the next slide. Yes, at Pinterest, what is our mission? Our mission is to bring everyone the inspiration to create a life they love. And this is pretty special because inspiration is the very early spark that one can get to understand what they want. So we awaken desire. And having said that, I will give you a bit more about what does awakening desire also in the shopping funnel strategy mean. So, who are the people that are looking for inspiration on Pinterest? We see a number of more than 400 million people that globally look for inspiration on Pinterest. And in Germany, we have 13.7 million monthly active users. That could be your potential audiences. There is one thing that is very special about these users. We also call them pinners because they are different, just as Pinterest is different. Because our users, they do not care about what happened in the past. They do not care about what happens right now. They care about what, for them, individually, personally, is happening in the future. Our pinners are planners. And that's a great asset, because that means for everyone here who's interested in activating on Pinterest and selling products, you have an audience that is giving you an early signal of what they are going to do next. What am I going to cook tonight? Probably not a lot. What is it that I will wear next week to that party that I'm invited to? What is that house looking like that I will own one day? Maybe not. The flat. Let's talk about the flat. So they are thinking about their individual future. And this is of importance for advertisers, for brands, for companies that sell products or services, because you can be there early. So with that, I hope you have gotten a glimpse of why it is different on Pinterest. And just a spoiler, difference in this case also means to you that we have users that act differently because I'll tell you what, they want to buy your products and they want to spend more on Pinterest. I think it's pretty fair that you're sitting here and trying to get the insights on how to do that. But before that, I will show you a video in a bit. And this video is part of our new brand campaign. As also the title of our masterclass says, we want to get people from inspiration to action. We want them to do things. And sometimes, I will not talk more. Let's just play the video maybe. It's telling the story.
Always been unimpressed. Your first grade macaroni art, undercooked. Your junior ballet recital, not on point. Your teenage poetry. What rhymes with friendless loser? As for your personal style, what is that?
It's a book I saw on Pinterest.
You can't pull that off.
I think I can.
With those ankles, you can't. Don't do.
My ankles look cute.
Hey, I thought I was helping.
Yes, I think her ankles are cute. And the message actually is, don't yourself. Whatever you want to do, do it. If there is anything or anyone, and be it your inner critic, holding you back, get over it and get into doing. This is what we do at Pinterest. We don't want people to stay on the platform, to spend too much time. We want them to get active in the real life. That might mean they will paint their wall, they will cook, they will do whatever. They can do stuff. And you have the products to help them do this. So, the next slide shows you a bit about nice shopping surrounding, also why shopping is different on Pinterest. And I will talk about that in a bit. You've heard that we want people to get into action, and purchasing is part of this action. And I don't know, who here in the room does not use Pinterest? Who does not yet have the app installed? Okay, row number 3, 4, 5. I will take 5 minutes after the masterclass, install the app personally, okay? But good to see. So all of you, almost all of you, do know what Pinterest looks like, how Pinterest works. But still, as we will talk about shopping in a bit, I will show you in a video what the shopping surface looks like, just as a friendly reminder maybe.
People love coming to Pinterest to shop because they can find what they actually love. In fact, more than 400 million people use Pinterest every month to find ideas. Personalized, tailored curation makes it easy for shoppers to find their next inspired purchase. Plus, Pinterest now has more organic shoppable experiences than ever before, including lens, shoppable pins, and product tagging. With catalogs, you can turn all products into shoppable pins with just a few clicks. Uploading is fast, and organizing products is easy. Aiming for a wider audience? Promote your products through ads. Optimize to those customers that are ready to act, taking them from idea to I did. You have all the tools you need to reach your goals with ease. Head to business.pinterest.com for more details on how to reach inspired shoppers.
Please do not visit the business site right now. You can do that later because we're here in real life. Let's stay here in real life. We want to get people from idea to I did. And there is the link to shopping. Because one thing is, people on Pinterest, they love to shop. And I love that. That's actually also the beauty of a visual-first platform, because people get inspired by what they see. It sparks ideas right away. It's not about reading text, it's about seeing something, wanting something. And sometimes people do not even know, when they come to Pinterest, what they want. Did you actually know that 97% of all searches on Pinterest are not brand related? So we have almost 200 people here. Only 6 of you search for a brand. The rest is a potential for everyone here to put your brand in front of them, inspire them, because they have not yet made their decision. They come undecided. They are looking for inspiration. They are ready to take action, and then there is you and your product and your offer. Use that opportunity and get the people that love to shop on Pinterest. Actually, it is even 20% more likely, as you can see here, that people say that they love shopping on Pinterest. And even better, the reason for that is because we are the #1 inspiration platform out there. And this is not what we only say. I mean, we used to say this, but now we have data that actually proves this. We are the #1 inspiration platform. And even 8 out of 10 people say that they are looking for inspiration on Pinterest when it comes to their purchase journey. So you know people love to shop on Pinterest. Now you know people come to Pinterest because they want to purchase. So 2 arguments already. And we will go further because it is not only that people come to our platform, they are even ready to take action and make that decision. So people on our platform also confirm that Pinterest helped them make a decision after them being ready to take action. I'm taking it slow, but you get the point. We have a platform that helps you get your users into action, buy your products. Next slide, please. So speaking of taking action, we do even have numbers because we did research. We looked at our data and we realized that it is even, as you can see here, 3 times more likely that based on the branded content that pinners saw on Pinterest, that they will actually have taken action. So you have all the arguments that you need right now. I hope everyone agrees and understands why shopping works on Pinterest. Something that you should consider if you think about activating on Pinterest is obviously your strategy. So this slide here shows you, I told you already, our pinners are planners. So our planners for you as potential audiences, you could reach them lower funnel in this example when they look for the keyword jeans. Pretty obvious, moment of purchase, done. But just imagine if you know that they will be on our platform 2 to 3 weeks early looking for inspiration for a look. You could sell basically everything to them, inspire them, give them the sparks. They might end up with the jeans, okay, but they might even end up with more because this very early stage, could you go 1 slide back, please? This very early stage, sorry, was I doing that? Excuse me, all the dancing, I'll behave. So the very early stage gives you the opportunity to connect with audiences very early in the funnel. So don't miss out on this opportunity. We will talk about the numbers that prove how important it is to be present everywhere. The next slide actually shows you why you cannot miss out on being present on every stage of the funnel. Because Pinterest is one touch point, probably one of many. The journey, as we learned it in our marketing studies, is not linear anymore. We know that there is an ecosystem out there, and we know that audiences move around. So they might have the spark on Pinterest. They might be somewhere else to convert. So forget about the last click as the only window that you look at, because Pinterest users might have had that contact. They might have gotten somewhere else, and then they return for the consideration piece, and then they return for the purchase piece. But even if they don't, without the very early spark, you wouldn't have gotten them to buy that jeans probably, okay? So with that, I will go into the house and the 3 success factors that we want you to remember. And with the 3 success factors, we will also get the view of Julia and Maria and how die Kartenmacherei did use these success factors. Number 1 is activate full funnel. Yeah, so this is important. Number 2, if you have an owned and operated shop, use our catalog as a shopping solution. And number 3 is obviously about measurement and tracking. I will talk through these points right now in a bit. So let's start with why it is important to activate multi-objective, or in other words, full funnel along the funnel. We have seen in data that if you have more than one objective, let's say you activate awareness and consideration, this will lead already to a 2.4 higher lift in sales. So I'm asking, why would anyone not do that? Yeah? If you know that you can maximize your output, maximize your sales, you should activate more than one objective on Pinterest. And actually, we also help our clients with that We help you adopt the creative assets if this is of need. So talk to your dedicated Pinterest partners to get this solved for you. But what does it mean? Building awareness. I'll make that quick because there's a lot of text on there. Number one, here we really recommend you use our video formats because these do help you get the most attention. Because what do you want? You want to reach as many users as possible. You want to maximize reach. And the beauty actually of Pinterest is, beyond the many things I mentioned already, if you want to reach someone, let's say in the beauty category, let's target beauty. It's an easy one. But the good thing is that Pinterest users are in such a mindset of inspiration that they would even say, okay, I'm looking for my next vacation. I have that dinner tonight. I do have a Di Mexico masterclass happening. I need a lipstick that holds all day long. Just making this up, but imagine someone looking for their next vacation. They will need a different hair care. They will need a different skin care. They will need sunscreen. Help them, inspire them. Even though they are not looking for your product, you know they need this product. And as they're in this inspirational mindset, and we learn this a lot, we see people from different categories interacting. And if someone would have just activated on that small, let's say, interest category, they might have missed out on new users to get into the funnel for them. Let's go to the next slide, talking about consideration. Obviously, once you have generated reach, you can also retarget these users. But what about the users that come to our platform that have a clearer idea? Imagine them being in the position to visit your website and interact with your brand, get more information, or sometimes even use this as a first trigger to understand that they are probably also willing to shop. Once they're on your website, it is all yours. You bring them where you need them to be. You tell them what they need to be told. You show them what needs to be seen. We will help you drive traffic, and we have different ad formats for that. But I understand we want to focus on the lowest funnel piece. So let's talk also about getting conversions. This is about selling the jeans, selling the lipstick, selling that product. And actually, I also want to calm down all the brands here that probably do not have owned and operated e-commerce businesses and are like, okay, what am I doing here? So on the one hand, you can use our shopping solutions, and I will guide you through these in a second. But what you can also do, you can use conversion optimized pins, and you can get people at least to your website and find more information and lead them and guide them towards then making that purchase probably offline. But you can also use that momentum, not only if you have an owned operated shop, or you could even redirect the traffic to one of your e-retail partners. So there are several opportunities, and as said, happy to talk to the ones interested and guide you towards your dedicated Pinterest contacts. But with that, and as you have been listening to me for quite a while now, let's have a change in voices. And let's have, more important, also the view of someone outside of Pinterest. In this case, die Kartenmacherei. And I really want to invite, in this case, Julia first to tell us a bit about how did you use the full funnel approach on Pinterest to maximize results for your campaigns?
Yes, sure. At Kartenmacherei, as a stationery company, we work with a wide range of target groups within our product categories. From couples who are planning their wedding, to families or pregnant women ordering birth cards or stationery for their baby, to events like Christmas or Mother's Day where personalized photo gifts are relevant. And the recipe of success for us was to identify these special moments in our customers' lives and provide them with the right products and content along the complete funnel. And for exactly these moments, Pinterest is the perfect platform for us, where we can cover the different topics of our customers with the right ads or contents along the complete funnel. Yes, and through a lot of testing, we have learned which creatives and objectives are most relevant for each funnel stage. And we're then able to create an optimal funnel mix for us on Pinterest. So for us, the full funnel aspect was really relevant, and what we can share with you is know your customers and their customer journey on Pinterest, and use the right campaign objectives along the entire planning process.
Yeah, and as you already told you, our creative strategy is one of the most important success factors at Pinterest. Similar to the full funnel approach, it's all about to know your audience and their needs. And this way you can advertise the right product to the right people with the right ad formats. So using all of the ad formats like video, idea pins, the normal static ones, and all of them. And in addition, we always test new formats as soon as they are launched. So like a new format is launched, our Pinterest partner is like telling us, and 1 week later, we just test it. And to be honest, it's all about testing. So you need to test, and test again. I think all of you know that. And yeah, with always testing a large selections of different ads for our target groups in regular intervals, we find the perfect creative for the right customer. For that, we can get the perfect ROAS.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing this and also for being so brave, let's say courageous, to test things. Excuse me, that was loud. Okay, so we have talked about success factor number 1, full funnel activation. Let's move on to the more performance piece of our today's masterclass. And this will be about let the catalog work for you. So what is the catalog? On Pinterest, actually, we do have a shopping solution, and this is the catalog. What does it do? You do use your product feed, where you have your product images, where you have your meta information, and you just upload it to Pinterest, and therefore you just generate a shop with pins that are shoppable. And actually, it is possible to upload up to 20 different feeds, depending on the setup of your business. You might be operating in different countries, so you also have the opportunity to have multi-feeds uploaded, and you can see some of the interface, how it looks like, and how easy it is to upload your catalog. But I really want to highlight how important it is, and Julia and Maria will talk about this in a bit, how important it is that the information that you have in that feed are really granular. Yeah? So the more granular you are in the description and everything, the better the campaign will work with you. Because the campaign actually takes signals based on the metadata that you provide to then have audience in terms of interest in keyword targeting. So if you are selling a kid's desk chair, please make sure it says kids desk chair, because if someone is looking for a kid's desk chair, they don't want an adult desk chair. It's as simple as that. Help them find what they are looking for, be granular, and also use our product groupings, because you can also then use from a very broad topic that you have granular groupings so that the product category is even clearer when it comes to matching the right audience. And with that, I'm showing you what it looks like if you have your catalog uploaded. So if you have a shop on Pinterest, this is also where your shoppable pins will appear organically. So you didn't pay a cent for appearing here potentially. So you can read it out yourself, but I will briefly guide you through. So you have the shopping spotlights. So there is curated content from experts. If you sell, let's say, makeup products, they would be shown if there is a special about makeup and different styles, for example. In this case, the kids' desk chair, there it is, the example. Make sure that it is really described the right way, because if someone is searching in our shop tab, they should find what they are looking for. And you would appear here if your metadata helps us to make you appear here. The third example that you see here is shop from boards. So if someone has created boards and your product is similar to the ones that they are looking for, you might appear there too. And the fourth one is shop from pins, my favorite. I just built my flat completely new. Some of you know it is beautiful. No, and Pinterest helped me because I saw visuals and I was like, okay, I really want the room to look like this. So where do I get these items? And the great thing is, here you will find items and you can shop them right away. So if you have these items, if you sell them, make sure you are present on Pinterest, because the visual inspiration will help you sell this thing. Okay, let's go to the next slide, because obviously organic is pretty broad. Everyone could get in touch with your content, but also not. So if you want dedicated audiences to see what you're selling, then you should invest in shopping, right? So the shopping solutions that we have here it's also pretty obvious. Shopping ads on the one hand, you see the visual, you see the pricing, you just click, you buy it, done. Then on the next, I would collect both collection ad examples here. So number one is you have one visual and then you have, that's the hero, you have dedicated items that can be shopped out of that visual. And a quite new format is that you see here on the right-hand side, where out of the product images, a video is generated that then works for you as a slideshow as the hero. And then, obviously, this is the, let's say, crème de la crème when it comes to retargeting and reactivating your audiences. Just really use our dynamic retargeting solutions, because if you have a website visitor, I mean, make that visitor that did probably put something in the cart but not convert, remind them. And this is the way you would do it with our shopping solutions. And with that, actually, I'm just showing this briefly because I want die Kartenmacherei to talk us through this. Optimizing the feed, I've talked about this a bit, is key. So make sure that the feed that you upload has all the details that are needed. And why is this important? Julia and Maria will tell us a bit more. What did you do to maximize the output out of your feed?
Yes. So the most important point for us was, first of all, to set up the catalog properly with all the product variations that we offer in our shop in order to be able to deliver the exact product in the customer selected configuration, especially for the retargeting part. And then we work with the product groups for our different audiences and product categories, which we have set up with different filters and which we use for our different product category shopping campaigns and in the shopping tab from our Kartenmacherei Pinterest profile. And as already mentioned in the creative part, we use all common shopping ad formats, which Griselda just had talked about, in order to find the best combination for our target groups there. And then there are some other hacks for us in terms of the product feed, such as using more moody image material for the products instead of the standard product images with the white background from our shop. For example, by placing the card or the photo calendar in a more authentic environment, in a decorated wedding table, for example, or putting the photo calendar on the kitchen wall or on the desk. And the result could look like this example. So on the left, the version with the standard product images, there's a white background, it looks not very appealing, very clean. And on the right side, the version with the moody images, the photo calendar in an authentic environment, on the wall or on the desk and in usage. So from our Kartenmacherei point of view, it is therefore super relevant to have a proper setup of the feed, to test different hacks in terms of the product feed, such as using other picture material, and to test all common shopping ad formats.
Cool, thank you so much. And I think it was very obvious how it makes a difference which images you use. Here we will run through quite quickly because I see time is running. So if you want to maximize your output, conversion visibility obviously matters. So what does it mean? We all know that there are industry changes that impact the way we can track data, or you as advertisers can track data post-click. So it will be of even more importance to better understand how to gather information of the audiences on site. And having said that, there are Pinterest solutions that we offer as well, and Kartenmacherei has used these. We will talk about this also in the remaining time. So number one is obviously using our Pinterest API for conversions, because this is one of our first-party server-to-server solutions that you could activate and use. Number 2 and 3 are actually quite close to one another. It is about the Pinterest tag. At some stage, you might also need to implement the Pinterest tag, so depending on the options that you have also in your companies. And the fourth point is really looking for additional ideas to use the data that you have, and here we can also leverage conversion uploads. As said, I would really love to hear from Kartenmacherei why conversion visibility also matters to you before we close the masterclass. Can we get additional minute, please? Thank you.
Yeah, as with any other channel, the basis of a successful performance marketing on Pinterest was a clean pixel setup. So we started with the pixel setup. Now we are already working with the API setup. And after the initial setup, we tested it in detail. And to be honest, that's totally easy. You can just use the Pinterest pixel helper and just test it. So even if you're not like that really technical person, all of us can test that. And that was exactly the basis of our successful Pinterest story. So we measure as many signals as possible, which we then use for our campaign optimization. And all the signals along the customer journey enable us to optimally manage our campaigns. And early identifiers such as add to cart allows us to quite quickly see which campaigns, for example, have potential and to manage them accordingly. So in addition, we do not have to wait until the real order is happening. We can just make decisions earlier. And also with the early identifiers, it's super important to understand the audience behind that. And for that, Pinterest helped us with time to conversion reports, as you can see them here. So with the different time to conversion reports for our different target groups, we know like what's the time until they will convert, and with this and the in-channel data, we can perfectly estimate the right time to scale, because like a good word is good, but you need to have a scale so that it's even better. And with that, we can do that.
Yeah, thank you so much. So data matter, tracking matters, and if you really want to maximize outcome, you should really do what Koelnmesse also did, work with us very closely and stick to the success factors. This case, you can also read through it on our business site. There are more details. I think it's at 49% higher ROAS. This is striking and I think very ambitious for everyone in here potentially. And let's maybe very briefly sum things up for today. Most important, shopping on Pinterest works. The path to purchase on Pinterest works. This is your why should you do it? And the how, pretty easy. Use full funnel. Activate more than one objective, please. Number 2, if you have your catalog uploaded, do it properly. Really use the maximum out of this catalog. Really use all the metadata to optimize and maximize good targeting for you. And number 3, if you really want to walk the talk, be clear on how you use the Pinterest tag, how you use the Pinterest API conversion to maximize also your conversion visibility and therewith actually what you get out of every dollar that you invest in Pinterest, or euro in this case. And then I have only very few messages for you because, thank you, number 1. And we have a booth here. Come and visit us. Also, Julia and Maria will be there. If you have more questions that you want to talk with us about, come. We also have the happy hour. That means drinks. I will need one for sure after this masterclass. And then, yes, learn more about Pinterest. Visit our business profile. And thank you so much, Maria, and also Julia, for not only sharing everything here, but also taking the time to be with us on stage. Thanks, everyone, for listening, and have a wonderful Dimexco.
Thank you.